What's up, everyone? Nethervvoid back, more Factorio for you. Episode 108. As you can see, my voice is a little bit better. It's actually the next day. It's probably 36 hours from the last time I recorded, so feeling a little better. Everything's more clearing up. And last time I had just woken up, which is, I almost always have voice problems then because, when you're asleep, stuff is, settling weird and everything. So I was watching this system over here, and I know eventually we're going to have that build-up problem I was talking about, and it's all going to get backed up into the stuff, and I don't want that to happen. So the thing I think I'm going to have to do is I'm going to have to move these copper guys over to this side and just have one set for iron, one set for copper, and then I'm going to have lead and tin. I think I'm going to have burst systems for those because these other, like, more rare metals I don't need as much. So I'm going to need burst systems for those when I just need lead or tin or whatever, and I don't have to run the other systems that's going to produce a lot of extra stuff that I don't want to produce, right? And I think what I need to, I think I'm going to burn less ore by having pure sources of the main four metals, right? So I'm going to go that route, which is going to require a little bit of replumbing here. In fact, quite a bit replumbing, but it's also going to kind of clear things up. So it's going to make this piece a little easier right here. We're not going to have all this spaghetti and stuff. So what I'm going to do is just kind of stop it here, and I'm going to stop it there, and we're going to start getting to work by not doing all this crap anyway. We're going to let that process through, though. I should put these back down, I guess. Where'd they go? Let's get all that stuff processed. It's gone. Oh, there they are. Okay, good. Let's process all this stuff as iron so we can get rid of all this junk. I want to make sure it's all gone. Alright, so it looks like I just have to do this. There we go. Let's get rid of all that. It'll process through. We'll probably do this. Let's do the same thing with the copper, except we're going to have to... I don't know what we're going to have to do. I guess we're going to have to, allow for a little while this thing to take in more copper, which means we're gonna have to kill that. We could just change the number. That'd probably be pretty easy to do. So produce copper, and then I'm gonna change this number to 160,000, so it'll process the rest of that copper through, and then I'm gonna dump this copper in there. Let's do the same thing with this guy since we don't need that. That'll clear that stuff out and kind of start getting it ready for what I really want to do with this stuff. It also means down south we're going to have more of this crushed stuff filtering in, which is going to be painful. It's definitely not going to be very fun to do that, but it is what it is. I know we don't have a lot of space down there, so it looks like we're going to have to do all this. Okay. So I don't really know, because I, again, didn't plan all that, so I don't know how that's going to work, but we'll make it work for sure. So we only need to pick up this. For this, we can just make this run into one thing, which we'll do here, right? There we go. Let's do that. This side is going to be all the iron stuff, which means this guy can go this way. Let's see. And really, I just need him to do this. Right? We'll feed that in that way, this like that, and we'll have him do that. And this guy really just needs to do that, right? So this perfectly evens it all out, makes it much more simple system right there. We're going to do the same thing with these guys. No brainer, right? No sweat at all. That one's going to have to happen here because this guy has to come in this way. Let's see. Like that. There we go. So this kind of dictates where these will be. Well, that one needs to stay there anyway, right? So, oop, that's bad. Oh, I ran out. Well, I don't want to request more. Where'd they take them to? Probably down here. Let's start processing this stuff up, though. Let's keep this working because I don't want to carry all this crap all the time. Actually, I could probably put it down here. I know this guy is probably still working, so there's no room. Because he's going to keep crushing. I don't think I think, yeah, we got room here. So let me do that. I guess for this guy, we can just do this. He's full. How's this guy doing? There's really no point in doing that. And these guys are full. Oh, that guy's not. Kind of want to process the rest of this. So that means we're going to need more of the Javolite. We can't get away from that. Let's just bring in a few of those to make sure we keep processing this stuff through, because I have nowhere else to put it. Actually, that's not really true. We'll put the rest of it in our little holding area over here. We do have that, which I, again, want to clear out, but for now, it's fine. Oh, we have a lot. Okay, well, no end in sight for that one. I know there's another one over here, and I'm not even watching my guy. I'm trying to get over to this area down here. Where are the rest of these? There they are. There we go. Okay, so we've got these. We're gonna need. Well, wait. Let's see. Let's see. Let's go back up here and figure out the recipe first. We might not need. I think we do need bobmonium and Javolite, but we'll check. So we produced that stuff. Let's lay this down again. Okay, so we need rubite, and we're going to need bobmonium. Yeah, okay. But we already have this and the sturritite, or sapphirite, so we don't need that. We just need to split it off, have it run under, or something like that. So we'll do that in a minute here. Okay. So, man, we should just do it like this. We should do the ones that need this. Right? The ones that need sapphirite should be all on this side. That's what we should do. We'll let that guy keep processing. I might want to pick these up. I think this is probably going to be okay, but what I'm probably going to want to do is split the sapphirite right here and merge it right into those guys. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to break this guy off this direction as soon as I get more belt. So let's clear this out, because obviously this is going to be gone too. And then I'm going to have the sapphirite split off into those two other belts. So we'll see how much belt I actually have down here. Did I pick up all the belt and move it, or did I pick up some of it and move it? Okay, I'm running out of belt. I'm getting close to running out of belt, which is normal. This is a huge system, right? Okay, so I think the other thing we needed was the crotinium, or bobmonium. I think it's bobmonium, actually, but we'll see. So this is going to be iron. That's normal, just as is. No problems. Right? This, let's take this stuff out. Let's see if we can get some of it to process and not have to carry so much. And then we're going to replace this with whatever the sapphirite one is. And that's the end. Okay. Alright, so we'll put these back down. So it looks like it's 10. No, it's not 10. So there's actually... Okay. We do need bobmonium? Yeah, we're going to need all of them. But one of them uses 2 of the sturritite. Only one of them uses sapphirite. See that? There's 2 sturritites, only 1 sapphirite. This guy's kind of on his own. So, I think for that... Are there 2 crotiniums? Yeah, there are 2 crotiniums as well. That's really weird. Okay. I don't really like that, but okay. That's fine. Okay, so... Which one is which here? We've got sapphirite, which we only need on the extreme right, which is good. Sturritite crotinium, and then sturritite bobmonium, and then crushed crotinium and rubite. So these 2 guys should be the center. One's going to split off to this, so we're going to have the sapphirite coming in right here. and splitting off to there and there. One of them is cotinium. So these guys are only used once. I don't think Javolite. Yeah, Javolite and iron I'm sorry, Javolite and sapphirite are only used in that one mix. These use different stuff. So those are mixed. Oh, okay. So those guys, Javolite, these two right here are not used in anything else. So they can just keep working because nobody cares about them. Let's take this out. Probably the sapphirite we're going to want on this side. So sapphirite, crotinium, or sapphirite, yeah, crotinium, sapphirite, bombonium, crotinium, wait a minute, that's 5. Sapphirite, crotinium. I already had that, okay. Crotinium, rubite is going to be that, and then bombonium and sapphirite will be that. Okay, so this is the one, so crotinium is going to go here and here. Okay, so we'll continue to do this. We'll split this one, because obviously it's going to go in 2 directions. This one's also going in 2 directions, but it's going to be the same direction, so we might not have to split it right there. This one is going to here and here, crotinium. Sapphirite's going to here and here. So let's split sapphirite the same. It's going this way. Like that. Let's stop it. And crotinium is doing the same in this direction. Okay. But this sapphirite, oops, is going underneath because it's going to go to here with rubite. Right? No, bombonium. So that's going to be 10. Oh, you can change them. Cool. I thought you couldn't. Maybe just with some things. So there we go. That's going to be copper, which means we need to take these out because they no longer apply. These are separate lines now, which means this is actually this guy, not this. Right? And this guy is actually that. So we need to make sure we do this correctly as well. This is copper. We can go to here, go underneath. This is no standard stuff. There we go. This is no longer going to be that. So those guys are set. We just need to set up. Actually, yeah, okay, that guy's going the wrong direction. We can set that guy up. We should be good to go now. Because I don't think they share, which was really lucky planning on my part. So these guys should start producing as well, and we'll put this back to 80,000. Right, it's 80, less than 80,000, which this does not have less than 80,000, so we'll just do 80 here and be done. Okay. There, we're getting some copper coming out. It won't be able to burst as fast, but we can set up more sorters, that's fine. That means these are going to be lead. Oh, that's, you can't, wait, oh. You can change them, but you just can't change them once they're placed in. Okay, so you can do this one's lead, like that. This one's going to go this direction. Alright, cool. So now we need rubite crushed and bombonium crushed. So yeah, we need pretty much everybody. But we don't have any room for that now. There's the rubite, and there's bombonium, which is not bad. I wonder if there's a way we can have them ride the same belt. It's kind of dangerous that way. Or we could just bring, well, we can bring this guy over to here and turn him underneath. Okay, bombonium, right? Because he's going to be all the way on this side. Javolite is all the way over here. So we can put Javolite there. Oh, cool. This is a no-brainer. Well, not a no-brainer, but, so the ones coming out, I think, are just regular. Yeah, they're not anything special. Let's make a couple of regular loaders here. Bombonium coming out that way. Make sure he's filtered. crushed bobmonium. There we go. And this is crushed volite. Make sure he's got a filter. Or rubite, sorry. Rubyite, right? There we go, crushed rubyite. Alright, so we'll get this guy in first. He's a little bit more difficult, I think, than the other two. We're going to have to use fast loaders for this because this guy is going to have to go under a lot of stuff. And he's not going to he's going to have to not interfere with this other crap. There we go. I guess we could run it up alongside here. That'd probably be fine. I don't see the big problem. So we're going to put this underneath. Because he's going to run straight through here, right? And that means we're going to need him here too. Because it's just easier that way. There we go. And just run it up this way. There. Honestly, it was probably easier to run this guy under, but it's fine. Yeah, actually, let's do that. Let's do this guy underneath. We'll have these be regular. Because... Oops, that's backward. There we go. So we've got bobmonium now. Let's run him up alongside here just to make it a little bit easier. Oh, or not as easy as I thought. Oh. Alright, well this is not going to be pretty, but that's fine, I don't really care. There. So now we've got those two. As soon as that guy gets here. And then we've got rubite, which I'm not really sure how much of that we have left. I think we might have some in storage, which would be nice, but no guarantees. There we go. Nice. Alright, for this one we can do this. It's just way easier. There we go. Rubite coming up. Gonna run out of belt probably again. So for this one we're gonna have to go underneath pretty soon here. Is this rubite? This should be rubite, right? No, this is bobmonium, so we're going the wrong direction with this. This is going the wrong way. Stop. This should have been turned under here. The bobmonium should be going underneath. Which, that's going to be pretty difficult. Oh no, it won't. Okay, so that's going to be bobmonium. And this goes underneath here. Which means you will have to do this. Because now we can't turn it unless we go do these underneath. There. So for this, we can make sure we clear out the bobmonium. And I'll go put it back where it belongs in a little bit here. There we go. Oops, don't need that. Whoa, hey! Don't be taking that. Need that power. There, now I've got it set up the correct way. Okay, so this will be bobmonium, which means we need to take all this out. All this javolite needs to go away. Or, I'm sorry, rubite. Get this all set up. Sweet. Yeah, I guess we could do there, and then we'll just go underneath this. Although, really, we could do that back here. Because it'll go that distance, so I guess we could just do that. We don't have to do any more than that. And hook it up, and we're good. And we're going to put the bobmonium back. Oh, we need to do those. Oh, crap. Okay. Do we have any on here? We don't. We need to make sure that we don't dump the whole thing out. We're going to need more of these, guaranteed. Because then we don't know what we're dumping, right? We don't know what we're holding on to over here. This is, I don't know, bobmonium, I guess, just knowing what we're processing here. You are rubite, and then crotinium, which I think is this guy. So we'll just do the same thing here. It should be the same. Yeah, greater than 210, right? Okay, cool. All right, check that. Yeah, good. Greater than 210. Same thing here. Want to make sure we don't run that out. Except we don't have it on this. So we'll copy this and just change the chunk type. Stirratite. Cool. There, good. Again, change the chunk type. Good. All right, good. We've set that back up. Now, sorry this is taking so long. Kind of just is what it is. There's nothing I can really do about it. But I really need to get the system kind of back up to speed. Or, I mean, I need to make the system a lot smarter because I don't want to have traffic jams, even though I know I'm going to have traffic jams. Doesn't mean I want to have traffic jams, right? Okay. Let's put this stuff in here. Let's just get rid of it. I don't feel like having it in my inventory. Can we put it in here? Yes, we can. And then this, we can kind of just dump in here for the overflow. It's fine for now. We have tons. Okay. So that's set up. The bobmonium is not flowing. Do we have any extra bobmonium? Because I want to make sure that we can get... Yes, we have tons. So I'll just put, I don't know, this much in there. Oops, I don't want that. Bye. Alright, let's just do this. This is getting on my nerves. Cool. That's everything. Except just a few pieces. Great. What about... Okay, Nethervvoid, same thing. We're starting to use it up. Again, I kind of don't like to see that because we don't have another source of that, but at the same time, I do want to clear out my backlog. I'm going to control Q that because I don't think it's a big deal. So that's cool. We cut this off. We aren't really processing that enough to really need it. And we probably should cut this one off too. But I'm trying to get through my backlog of this ore. Right? Yeah, I've got a bunch of extra ore down here. That's why I was processing Nethervvoid. That's right. Oh well. Okay, so we should be set up with all the ores we need. We just need to feed them into the sorters. We got bobmonium coming out now for chunks. That's good. So this, right, that's already done and already moving. And this is that. Okay, so that'll be pretty simple. We're going to have it go under here, right? But we want this to go here. Let's make it easy. And we want this one to go here, which we've kind of already set up, so it is what it is. There we go. Alright, so that's going to process and come through here, but we've got it cut off, so that's good. I don't want it to overproduce, because right now we don't need it to produce. We are just doing this to make sure we have a burst system. We can hook these back up because they're now plumbed in, so let's do that. Okay. See, I can't wait to get more, we need more blocks in here, so we don't have, like, this train kind of clogging up the main route, because I know it will. So we'll get that fixed in another episode. We only have 6 minutes left for this. Alright, now let's plumb this stuff in to lead and to tin, which really we don't have that much of left. Again, we're going to do half, right? We're only going to burst it out when the storehouse has half of the max. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to hook, let's see. I guess it's good that, well, lead's on the wrong side. I really need lead to be close to here. So we're going to hook lead in right here. Like that. We'll hook lead in right there because it looks fairly easy to get to. We're going to have to curve this one a little bit, probably. So we'll curve both of these, because we're going to have to curve both. And then we'll take this underneath with... Can we do it with one of these? We can. Again, I don't typically like to do that, but it should be fine for now. You just deal with what you got to deal with, right? All right, so there's lead. Piping this through, we're going to have some major problems right here. Oh, we're going to go down more. Okay, no problems. I can do that. Lead is here. Let's plummet backward. It's going to have to go there. There's going to have to be one here. That's not going to work, so we'll go down this direction. So aren't we going to have the same problem with the tin? We should keep lead in the same spot. We'll go with a fast one here to get us through there. A lot of spaghetti in here, but really, I don't really have a choice. I don't really feel like we have a choice with this. It just kind of is what it is. I really need a burst system for this. The system we have now is not going to work because I want to make sure we don't, I want to be able to produce the trace minerals. So let's stop this. It's going to be stopping right there. Well, really, it can stop there. Let's hook it up so it doesn't overproduce. Oh, it's going to need a little help here. It's going to need one of these dudes. No problems. There we go. Okay. So this is going to say when is less than 15K, you can go ahead and burst. And we're, okay, set, and this will be lead. Right? When lead ore is less than 15K, produce. So it's going to back up to here, and it should stop because we have tons of lead right now. I'm also going to do a system to start filing in this lead before this one goes. This one's just going to be all the time put lead in there. Well, maybe not, because my lead is also, when I need to produce other trace elements, my lead is going to dump itself out to let the trace element producers, these chunk dudes, let them sort so I can get trace elements. But the lead will stay at 30,000 or so, right? It's going to stay at almost the max. It's when the lead starts getting used for lead plate or solder or other things that the burster will start bursting out, and I don't have to process chunks for that because chunks take a lot more processing, right? And the crushed is a lot easier to get to. So that kind of makes sense. Okay, we set that up. We got 3 minutes left. We probably should be able to set up this tin. We're going to do the tin. I guess we have no choice but to do it on the lower level. There's really no other place to do it. This is really clogged up right in here. We could do it on the last leg right here. I guess. We could do that. It's going to have to funnel back. I don't know how this is going to work, but we'll try it. How can we do this? It's going to go underneath. Okay, so it's going to be a little funky, again, like all of our stuff. But I think we're going to do it like this. We might have to move these because we have trains that are going to be coming and going right here. But we're going to try this. So I'm going to put the tin coming in right here, which means it's going to have to come around right here, right? Which means the red cable is going to go here, and that's too far, so we'll move this. That might be able to do it. There we go. So this is going to say when tin ore is less than 15K, I want you to start bursting. Tin ore. There we go. So that stopped up because we have way more than 15K. It should never really do anything. Then we're going to backload this dude, right? So let's get that going. And we're actually going to have some problems probably in here because we're going to have to put down some stops. So we might have to move these or figure something else out. But for right now, this is how I'm doing it. And we can move things as we go along. That's kind of why I didn't want to put anything in here, because I knew stops were going to be a big deal. But we don't have any space. This is why you want to make more space than you need. Instead of like John did it right here. Just don't do it my way. Alright. There we go. Plumbed in, I think. Almost. And there. Okay, so now I just have to plumb it in down here. We'll be good to go with these two lines. And then the next episode, we can figure out the rest of this. Alright, I'm going to have to do this again. I could do it here, I guess. Nice. Okay, let's just go down to here. There we go. Again, I will deal with that later. I know I'm going to have problems with stops. I hope I can just put undergrounds and then move the stops or move these undergrounds because I think I can do that. We will see. So now this tin is going to produce as a burst for this tin, and now we can say, look, when you're at capacity, it's okay to let some tin out because really what I want to do is build up these guys to capacity. And then it'll back up these systems, and they don't really produce. I think cobalt is the only produced in one spot here. Cobaltite. I think bauxite's produced in more than one spot, so there's problems there, but yeah, bauxite is here, right? And I think bauxite is, nope. Bauxite, yeah, it has two production areas, but I think they don't cross over, so when one of them backs up, it shouldn't back the other one up. So the thing I'm going to have to do is I'm going to put in another circuit network that says when all of your trace elements are full, stop producing chunks. But when one of them's kind of full, when one of them's not full, the other guys are going to have to let a little bit out so that that guy can start reproducing. And I think that's going to, I don't know how I'm going to have to do that. I'm going to have to figure that out because I don't want to throw stuff away just to get, a couple pieces of gold when I have 30,000 of them. I only want to throw other things away, like throw away cobaltite when I have 30k or something. When I'm like really low on gold and I have to produce, I need to start throwing the cobaltite away. So I'll have to figure that out off camera. But anyway, this has been episode 108. Let me know what you think. Getting my burst set up for tin and lead because I don't want these trace processing areas to kind of hold that back. So I think I'm on the right path. Let me know in the comment section if I'm not. Tips. I love the tips and tricks you guys help me with. I add them into the game. It's really helpful. And I will see you guys next time. Stay frosty.